Hi, I'm Matt from HockeyReviews.ca, and this video is a bit different. This video is talking about the Bauer Nexus Geo, and actually it's specifically talking about one Bauer Nexus Geo in these 5, and I've actually looked at a bunch of other Bauer Nexus Geos just to confirm what I'm talking about here. This is going to actually call out a very specific store, which I will name, but I won't actually show any pictures to their stuff. I won't show their logo or anything. Obviously I won't link them because I want people going there. Like normally I'd put it scrolling here and showing you the website, but I won't do that because I have had videos in the past with copyright infringement, not even strikes, but like copyright infringement of me showing the logos, and I don't want that to happen. And YouTube doesn't actually like fight you for it. And like if you actually say, hey, this wasn't actually copyright, they really don't care and that video is totally gone. So I'm not going to do it here and risk that opportunity to talk about this. But before we jump into this video about these Bauer Nexus Geos, if you want to help support channel so I can make more content, it actually funded part of this video. And if you're buying hockey equipment anyways, check out in the links in the description to real stores. That link in Canada is Hockey Supremacy. That link for the US is Pure Hockey. Clicking those links and making purchases gives me a kickback, help support channel so I can make more videos and do more content. Otherwise, if you want to support channel, check out Patreon, buy me a coffee. Everything that goes through there always comes back into the channel to help me make more videos. I gotta buy a lot of this gear and it's expensive, so it would be greatly appreciated. And the other thing too is I'll just be straight up right here and right now. If you come into the comments on here and you say, oh, I have a fake stick and it shoots just as good, I'm just going to delete it because I'm not going to advocate for fake sticks. I am not going to tell anyone to buy a copyright or knockoff product. Don't do it. Comment is just going to be deleted, so don't post it. So what we are specifically talking about here is just straight up a fake Nexus Geo, and I've seen so many posts on Reddit, and it's amazing of how many people are like, oh, is this a real stick? The price is great. There's no way. How is this so real? If the price is too good, it's not real. Or you're just going to get scammed at the store. If you see a pair of skates for $77 and they're $1,500 skates, it's not a real store. Kind of the same vein with this. Yes, it's a hockey stick, but it's not a real Bauer Nexus Geo. And if you even get the stick to begin with, which we'll talk about. So first of all, that store straight up is HockeyStickMarket. They have an Instagram account that they were pushing a bunch before. I don't know if they still are, but they do have an account on Reddit as well, I think at one point. But they have their website. It's still up. You can buy sticks on there and everything. And they reached out to me to send me a stick to do a review on, which is where this whole thing gets pretty sketchy. Before we get into that, we are going to go over the fake sticks here and which one is fake and, well, which ones are real. So I have confirmed this with not officially Bauer, but Bauer. I've reached out to a bunch of people and finally got an answer from someone who checked the serial number, actually just could have also just looked at the specific parts on here and pointed out the parts that were fake. So I'm going to kind of show that off in a second. One of these is fake and you can tell by looking at it right here. And it is not the text on there. And like, obviously these are custom. So, you know, those ones are real. There's a piece on here that's always faked on every Geo. And you can tell just by looking at photos. And there's a ton of these on Sideline Swap and stuff too. So I'm just going to leave this kind of here floating and then we'll jump into it. So the easiest way to tell is the hexagons. The hexagons are never right. So if you look really closely at these sticks, 4 of these sticks have the exact same hexagon pattern and one is very off. So if you guess that this stick, based on that, me saying that in the last 30 seconds, is the fake one, you are correct. As you can see, that hexagon right on the name bar is basically split right there, same with there, same with there, same with right there, except for this one, because that hexagon is basically, it's just a full hexagon. Now, if you go down here as well, these hexagon patterns are also different, as you can see. Now, this isn't a misprint. This isn't just, oh, there's a small difference in manufacturing. No, this is a fake stick where companies in China or whatever copied it and did this. And the other way to tell on here is the serial code, but this isn't super reliable, and the actual graphics is the closest thing. Specifically because on this one, you can see how it doesn't really have that ASCII character that has like a garbage can, that has that X, that has the ampersand, same thing. I've checked a bunch of them. This one has never, this little square has never existed on any of the Bauer sticks that I've seen. I've looked at a lot so far to try to match this, and this one is different. Obviously that serial code is still like the font is slightly different than what is on here and everything, but that's a lot harder to tell if you don't have them sitting next to each other. Again, I have this stick confirmed to be a fake from not officially Bauer, but someone in Bauer, and from actually a bunch of other people too who have been trying to find out like more information on the fakes and everything like that. Now, the other part about this stick and the fakeness of it and what people will say is that, oh, they're the same anyways, so like it doesn't really matter. You're just like not paying the crazy prices. One, no, don't buy illegitimate stuff like this at all. I am the biggest anti-corporate person there is. Just don't steal other people's innovations. If you have the ability to make this stick as good as it is, don't brand it the Nexus Geo. Don't give it the crazy sides. Make your own quality product and sell it. If you think you have a good enough product to do that, then do it. Don't rip off someone else's branding and everything. I've had a ton of my videos and content stolen from people who have way bigger followings than me. Why? There's no point. Make your own stuff. Do it yourself. This is a case of make your own stuff, do it yourself. The weight on this was pretty close to a real, it's not the same as a real Geo, I'll say that. The other thing that's really telling is the grip is peeling off everywhere on this, all over the place. And this stick was used less than these two customs, which are my producer sticks, who uses these constantly, and these have no issues with grip whatsoever. And these are the most used Geos I have. I have a couple friends that also have very used Geos with no issues with the grip whatsoever. Plus I have my two own Geos here, which have no issues with the grip. And you can definitely see the peeling going all over it. It's totally just falling off, and yeah, so definitely a quality product you have right here. Now, continuing on with this HockeyStickMarket. So the story here is kind of interesting. So they reached out to me on social media and said, hey, we want you to review one of our sticks. And I was like, sure. I knew they were fake when they reached out. The price is too good to be real. And I've worked retail and I know the wholesale cost of these sticks and how much it costs to get to stores. And the price that site and other sites like it are selling for are just lower than cost. So there's no way you're selling it for that low. Why would a nobody out of a garage in Toronto be able to sell a stick for a lower cost than what it would even cost to get into a big box store that orders thousands of these a year? That's not how the world works. So what they did originally was actually send me this bottom stick. And they actually reached out a bunch like, hey, where's review? What's the review coming? When's the review coming? And I questioned it because the stick they sent me first is real. So this is the real one. Matches to my Bauer Nexus that we have here, which I bought also directly from Bauer, and matches the customs that my producer has here, also bought in directly from Bauer. So this stick right here matches those perfectly. So I was like, how is that possible? Also look at the piece right here. Also matches perfectly. I also had this one confirmed with, like I said, not officially Bauer, but someone. This stick is 100% a real Geo. So what happened with this Geo? I don't have proof of this, so it's kind of conjecture, but they bought this. They went out to a store. I don't know if it was Pro Hockey Life. There was like a sticker on it that was like a scan sticker, but it wasn't a store sticker that I really recognized, but it was like a real sticker, where this one did not have that real sticker. And I know what the real sticker was because, again, I worked at stores. So it had a real sticker. So they went out and bought this stick from a store and then sent it to me the next day so I would do a review on it. And I was like, that's weird. If you want to support the channel and you're buying hockey equipment in Canada and the US, check out the links in the description. In Canada to Hockey Supremacy, and the US to Pure Hockey. Clicking those links, making a purchase gives me a kickback so I can make more videos and doing more reviews. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel and you're not buying gear, check out Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee. Everything through those links always comes back into the channel. I don't trust this. There's no way they're selling legitimate Geos for the price that they had them for. So I was like, I don't buy this. So what I ended up doing is I paid my friend to buy another Geo from them, see what would happen. So I secret shopped them myself because I didn't trust it, and there's no way I'm going to be like, oh yeah, they're totally sending real things. So I secret shopped them, and this is the stick that they ended up sending my friend. Now, the whole order process with my friend was ridiculous. It took them like a month to get the stick. They went just completely silent on after they got payment. Eventually, he got through to them after like 3 weeks or something. The timeline's a little weird. It was like at least 2 to 3 weeks to actually ship it out. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's shipped. And they sent the tracking number that never updated, never shipped. And then finally it shipped and it showed up. And that was after he threatened credit card reversal. And once I got confirmation that was fake, we did do the credit card reversal, which is a whole nother thing of do not get RBC credit cards because they don't want to reverse it. RBC wouldn't reverse his credit purchase of a fake stick because they're like, oh, drop it off at a police station and get a report and get back to us. Drop what off? What is the police going to do with this? They don't care. Finally, after I think it was like 6 months of trying to get his reversal, he finally got the reversal from the credit card company of RBC. He got his money back and I got my money back for it as well. So it was a very long process. Now, with that said, I know we were one of the lucky ones and actually got it back. I know some people didn't get that back, and unfortunately they did end up paying for a counterfeit product. Now, the interesting thing is they stopped hounding me to do a review of their stick for some reason, and they said they're going to send something else in the future, but that never happened. And yeah, so one thing I do regret that this review thing, or at least acknowledgement, didn't come out earlier. I wanted to get some more facts straight, and then I thought about just dropping it because the Geo isn't going to be a thing anymore anyway, so people are going to be buying the sync and stuff like that, and I don't have proof of what a real sync is and like what the real triggers are and stuff like that, so I can't really show like how to really spot one besides looking at that like serial number, which like honestly they're changing them all the time, so you can't really tell which one is real and which one is not real unless you know which ones are specifically not real. It would be really nice if Bauer had a database of this and CCM had a database where you could just enter in the number and see if like it's a real stick. But then again, that also means the companies, if they really wanted to, could enter in a number, see if it's a real stick, and then stick their code on their stick, and then yeah. So there's not real a great way to go around that, to be totally honest, and that kind of sucks. I would love to see companies put in little Easter eggs or little hidden things. I know you can kind of say they do that with their IDs and everything and like the serial numbers, but you can't really check those up. So I would love a company to put in, like, for example, spelling mistakes in their sticks for specific lines, so you could kind of figure out if it is real or not, because chances are the fakes aren't going to put the spelling mistakes in because they probably wouldn't realize was on purpose. So for example, NANLOLITE on carbon layering on this entire series of sticks. This is Trigger 7 Pro, FP5 Pro, and ASV Pro. As you can see, NANLOLITE is spelt incorrectly, and it is on this entire generation, and all of these sticks are straight up from CCM, like their online store basically. So, well, actually not this one. This one came from just Hockey. But all these two are straight up from CCM's like actual website itself. So that would be straight up legit and real. And as a comparison, we have 2 generations of rib cores here as well, where we can see that NANLOLITE is spelt correctly. So it would be really interesting to see a company kind of throw in something like this. So on the real ones, NANLOLITE is spelled incorrectly in one generation. The next generation, let's say geometry is spelled wrong, or there's a little icon kind of hidden somewhere type thing where you can kind of see to see if it's real, and the fakes wouldn't actually get that down. So that would be really interesting and awesome to see. But if you do have a new CCM stick and it says the NANLOLITE for this generation, it doesn't mean it's fake. It's just actually a spelling error on the CCM sticks. Or maybe they put this in for secret, but I doubt it. It's probably just a spelling mistake and a spelling error, because I have seen that in the past with gear launches. So it is what it is. Again, I wish I did this review sooner, but the big reason I decided to do this now and come out with it is because people keep posting about fake sticks online over and over again, especially on like Reddit and stuff like that. So I want to say, yes, they are fake, and no, don't buy them. They might look like a great value and like, oh, you're getting the same stick. You're not getting the same stick. You can see that by the grip on here. It's not the same stick. People will be like, oh, they shoot the same. Yeah, people say really cheap sticks always shoot the same, and they really don't. And it always harkens back to my thing of, if you want a cheaper stick and you don't want to pay the money full price for these, which I totally understand, there's solid Sherwood sticks for $200, or buy custom sticks like these from Pro, which have crazy custom options and are fantastic sticks. Are they as good as the top end triggers? No, but the fakes aren't going to be as good as the top end triggers either. And this is a way better stick from a company that is trying to do something pretty cool, and it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg, and they have the budget version as well with the yellow line, which is still solid as well. So it is pretty crazy to me that they actually did try to throw a real stick at me first and then come back with a fake one when I did the whole secret shopper, which was pretty amazing. I was like actually really surprised that happened. And when you look at the stick, there really is like a few differences, but it's really hard to tell from a graphic standpoint of what is like really different. Like this part is slightly different, but even then it's like not. And there's just small differences like down here, just slight differences in font and stuff like that. But it's so hard to tell that unless you really know what to look for. And again, those hexagons all over the place, it's kind of hard to see which one is the real one and which one's the fake one. So be very wary online, especially on sideline swap and stuff like that. And just look for these hexagons right there. If they don't match up to this one, it's a fake. And as well, I again looked at other hexagons of these, and all the real ones match up. So if you do see these on sideline, this is kind of a how to spot a fake Geo. If you see a stick on sideline, ask for the picture of this right here and compare it with the hexagons. If that hexagon at the top is basically a full piece right there, it's fake. If it's cut like that, it's real. And hey, if you buy it on Sideline Swap, find out it's a fake, and you say to Sideline, they sold me a fake stick, Sideline needs proof, show them this video and they can reach out to me and I'll talk to them or try to talk to them, because I have the proof from someone who can legitimately say. So again, like I said, I am disappointed that this video took a longer to come out and I wasn't even going to do it. I kind of apologize for that. I really wanted to get my buddy's credit card situation dealt with first, and here we are. So that's really awful, and it's a thing. And yes, there's fake sticks, so watch out for them. Hopefully this video was helpful in some regards. Don't shop at that store, the HockeyStickMarket, at all. If you really want like a budget legit stick and you don't want to buy a smaller company like this, you can check out those pro stock sites. I don't always say go pro stock because you don't know really what you're getting and stuff, but and like I said, if you really need a legit stick, and like if you really need a CCM Bauer, one of those sticks, get a pro stock one from a legit place like HockeyStickMarket, just Hockey sometimes has pro stock. Go there and buy one that way so you don't buy a knockoff product. And if you don't know if it's a knockoff, like not legitimate store, let me know, like reach out to me and I'll do my best to help you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully it's helpful. Remember, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, links in the description. If you want to support the channel so I can make more videos and making more content with real reviews, and you're buying legitimate hockey sticks anyways, check the links in the description. If you're in the US, to Pure Hockey. If you're in Canada, to Hockey Supremacy. Clicking those links, making a purchase, gives me a kickback, helps support the channel so I can keep making more content and doing more videos. Otherwise, check out the links in the description to Patreon, buy me a coffee. Everything through those always comes back into the channel, help me make more videos and do more reviews. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and take it easy.
You're watching HockeyReviews.ca.